All right, shalom, shalom, giving all praises and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah HaKadash, and double honors to all the apostles, all the bishops with great meal, we learned there's truth from, and peace and mercy, the hopeful elect that is pushing the word all four corners of the sincerity. Other brother Kawam Gabar coming back with another lesson to edify the body. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the house of David. And Lord's willing, this edifying video and through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. We're ready for the impact. We are ready for the impact. Let me grab a scripture real quick before I bring out the definition. Wisdom. This is Isaiah 33:6. And it reads, it says, 33:6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. Wisdom and we have wisdom and knowledge of the truth of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's words, because he's the one who's bringing it. He's the one who's bringing the impact. Let's get that word impact. It's just just real quick in the spirit, man. Because these people are, they don't know. They're, the peace and safety than sudden destruction, right? This is the definition for impact on Google. It says it's a noun. It says the action of one it says the action of one object coming foreseeably into contact with another. What is that? World War III, pestilence, plagues, right? Let's get what was it I was looking at? Let's get St. Matthew's 24, and starting at the third verse. And it reads, it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when these things shall be, and what shall be the sign of that coming, and the end of the world. We know the world is going to abide forever, right? We know that, but this is talking about an age, a time. We're in that time, a time and season. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1 again. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, which the earth, right? A time to be born and a time to die. A lot of babies are being born in this time for two things: for destruction and salvation. The only way you're going to be the only way your children are going to be saved from the said destruction, if his father, right, is a man of the Lord, the elect. So that's the only way the children, the children of Israel, the 1/3 is going to be saved from the sudden destruction, but 2/3 are going to be cut off and die. We're in that time. So the time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant, because this place has been planted. Right? This place has been planted. This place has been going on for the last 700 years. Right? Since Rome came back into power. The Edomites. Right? It says a time to pluck up which it is planted. So now, the Lord allowed this man to plant his kingdom. So the Lord's about to pluck his kingdom out of the earth. This is the time where we're in. Right? Let me jump down to verse 8. A time to love We're not in the time of love, because the Matthew 24 and 12, it says, the wax of many shall wax cold. The love of many shall wax cold. Because why? We're in a time of trouble like never before. Like never before. We're about to, man, it's about to get real bad. Game time. It's game time. It's game. The Lord allowed me to have a vision, a dream. And I had a dream with, my dream was Ted Bundy was in my dream. We was at the bar having a drink. And we was just chopping it up. And he was talking about, he was talking about game time. And we already knew what game time was. Let's get Jeremiah 16 and 16. This is what he was talking about in the spirit. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. And it reads as, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and they shall fish them, the elect. And how you can fish the elect is through the YouTube, the unicorn, the internet. That's how we were connected. That's how the Lord woke us up, to make us hear the truth, the 100% truth, the elect, right? Says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and they shall fish them. Then after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. Who's the them? It's talking about the higher elites, the bankers, the Edom, the top epsilon of Esau, which is the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, the royal family, you know, and the the government, the little peons, the senators, the president, those two, all them other people. That's what we're getting ready to do. Game time. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall hunt, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the clefts of the rocks. So we're about to go hunting, brothers. Lord's willing, we're able to go hunting, because that's the real game. To go hunt for souls because of what they did to our people. But we have to wait on the Lord. Zechariah 3:8 says, wait upon me until I rise up to the prey. So we're patiently waiting for the Lord. We're patiently suffering. It's a great suffering. It's a great suffering. So let's go back to where was I? Ecclesiastes 3 and 8 again. It says the time of love. We're not in the time of love yet. That's the time of love is in the kingdom of heaven. We're all gonna love each other, not have evil eye towards our brother, not want to pop another man's wife, not to be our children, our wives, everyone being in order. Everyone being in order under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the love we're looking for. That's the love we're waiting for. I'm waiting for a time of love and a time of hate. Now that's where we're at. We're in that time. I'm ready for the impact. Because we don't know how bad it's going. We have an assumption how bad it's going to be. But the Lord said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. He said, my thoughts are higher. My thoughts are higher than your ways. That's Isaiah. Let's grab it, man. Because we're in that time where the Lord is about to unleash the hounds. unleash Esau. This is verse 8 and 9. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So this is the reason why the Lord's bringing this pain, bringing the impact. This is the reason why. Because he wants this is how he wants it done. And he's going to accomplish what he set out to be accomplished. Which is what? The kingdom of heaven on earth. It has never happened. We only had peace for 40 years. When Solomon was reigning for 40 years. And then his two sons, Rehoboam and Jeroboam, went into the northern, and that's the split. That's the split. The southern and the northern kingdom. Now we don't know who we are. Now we do know who we are. But before we woke up, before the Lord woke us up, we didn't know our brothers were the so-called Latino and so-called Native Americans. We didn't know the so-called Haitians, the so-called Jamaicans were our people. Now we understand. Now I understand why we're in this predicament. Because we went off with the Lord. Right? That's the only reason. Because we went off. And the Lord is about to redeem. He's about to buy. He's getting ready to buy us back with full price. Right? Let's go back to it real quick. This is verse 8 again. A time of love and a time of hate. A time of war. Because the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is a man of war. Exodus 15 and 3. Right? And a time of peace. As peace is a peace. We have peace in our spirit. We have peace in our mind. Because we're preparing for the impact. We're preparing our minds and our spirit, our body, soul, and mind and spirit for the impact, because we know where it's coming from. Right? So let's go back to Matthew's real quick. And then I'm going to close out with his 2 Ezra 9 and 1 and read down a little bit and then close out, because that's the impact, man. We're about to enter let's get Jeremiah 30 and 7. This is verse 4. This is Jeremiah 34 through 7. And it reads, it says, and these are the words that the Lord Yahweh Hashem spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, because the Lord has brought us back together on that one stick, Jeremiah 16, right? Ezekiel, what is it? Ezekiel 36, Ezekiel 37. That's what it is. Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. And this is this place. So where was I? Jeremiah 30 and 7. 30. So verse 4 again. Jeremiah 30 and 7. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, the 12 tribes, right? For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. You see, we're not going to enter in a time of peace, because this has to happen before we enter in a time of peace forevermore. For everlasting peace for the Israelites. Right? Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with a child. Wherefore do I Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? He told the men of the Lord, he told Job, he told the men of the Lord, gird up your loins as a man and take the fight. Go through the travel. Go through the fiery trials. He says, neither fear, neither doubt. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is your guide. I'm your guide. I'm your eyes, I'm your ears. Just see and listen. Just be still and know that I'm the Lord. It all is all coming together. Everything's getting ready to come together at the same fucking time. Call all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Getting ready. We're ready for the impact. Right? Verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man travail with the child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Weak, because they have they're in perplexity. They're perplexed. They're in distress. They're anguished. They're left wanting. Right? At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob, you're about to get your ass whooped. The Lord's about to make you pay up on your tab because you did not come back to the Lord when he had the doors of mercy open. The doors of mercy is still open. That's the grace and mercy of the Lord. So when he closed the doors, when he turned the lights out, the word when the word is off the airwaves, right? It says at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, the elect, shall be saved out of it. Because we hearken unto the Lord's word. We're following the Lord wherever he may go. We're doing his word in truth and sincerity to the best of our ability. Right? So let's go back to Matthew's real quick. This is Matthew's 24:3 again. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of that coming and the end of the world? That's why here in California, bro, this rain just did a number on the crops, man. Did a number on the elder Malcolm did a video a couple days back. I forgot the name of the video, but he had the guy named John Williams on, and he said John Williams said that he had California produces 50% of nuts and dry fruit, vegetables, and fruit. Right? And what do you think that's going to do to this rain just messed the crops up? What do you think it's going to do to the price? It's going to skyrocket. And I'm seeing that daily at my job. I work at Trader Joe's. That's where I work. I've been there for a long time, and I've never seen it like that. I've never dealt with anything like it. But guess what? I see it. I understand it. I'm ready for the impact, man. I'm ready for these things. This thing has to happen before the Lord comes back. And Yahushua, verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. We know that the man of sin, Esau Edom, is the deceiver, the false accuser, the slanderer, the liar. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, Christ, the anointed, and they shall deceive many. Because the Lord wants, this is what the Lord wants, really. He ultimately did. This is what the Lord really was. This is the Lord's story. So he wants this happen. This is going to happen regardless if you believe it or not. Romans 3:3 says, what if some did not believe? Yahweh forbid, make every man a liar and make the Most High true. Exactly what is going on. His words are faithful and true. And you should hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The MOTB, the grain of rice, has to be mandated. And it's already here. It's already here. Right? For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms, and there shall be famine and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, because we see everything. He show his Amos 3:6-7. The Lord would surely do nothing but show his secrets to the servants of prophets. Amos, let's get it real quick, man. I know I just did a video like this the other day, and the Lord is repeating himself. He's the Father of spirits. He's the Father of repetition. He's making it. He said, "Get ready, get ready." That's exactly what he's telling us. Get ready. Verse 6 and 7. Amos 3:6-7. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it? So we know the city's talking about the city of Jerusalem. It's not talking about the motherland. It's talking about the people. It's the people before it's a place, and we're talking to the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, you're the city of peace. You're Jerusalem. So, hey, you should be afraid. Be very afraid. But we already know 2/3 is not going to be afraid. So the Lord's going to make him be afraid, because he's going to starve him to death. You know? This is beautiful, man. Verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. This is the reason why we're getting ourselves ready. This is why we're making ourselves ready. This is why we're making ourselves ready, because he showed us the secrets. He showed us getting ready. He's about to reveal himself, and he's about to whoop a lot of people's asses. He's getting ready to whoop, and he's doing it right now. Peter's 4:17 is happening right now before our eyes, man. What was going down in the border of Mexico? You know, they burnt the building with 38. With 38, that's a spiritual number. That's destruction. 3 + 8 is 11, means destruction. The Lord is killing his own people. He's starting at his house, and we see it. And we're fearful. We're giving all praise and glory to the Lord. Baba Kashal, let not that be us. Right? So let me go to 2nd Ezra 9. And let me just read it. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told you thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Let me read it again. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure the times diligently in itself. So, and we're looking at all the signs. We're looking at all the news. We're looking at the war. We're looking at the food. We're looking at the pestilence. We're looking at the plagues. We're looking at the uproars of the people. We're looking at the the citizens coming up against the government. A man shall desire to go into a city and not be able to. That we see it all. Right? Then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when you shall see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, what's going on in France, Europe, so here in Ohio, South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, it's happening all over the place with these train derailments, the explosions, with the rains in California, drenching the foundation, breaking up the foundation. There's going to be a major, massive earthquake here in California. You understand? That's going to be a perfect earthquake. A perfect means 10. Right? Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem spake of those things before the days that were before thee, even before the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest. We see the end, man. We're at the end. We see it. We're prophesying. And the Lord is making it happen. His words are faithful and true, man. Verse 6. Even so the times also of the highest have a plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Don't you see everything happening at the same goddamn time? Call out, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is condemning Babylon the Great, condemning the whole world, because there is no righteousness in the land, but wickedness and debauchery and filth and abominations are in the world. This is the reason why the Lord is getting ready to destroy this motherfucker. Right? Everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith where ye have believed. That's talking to the elect. We believe it. Hey. So with that, hey man, we are ready for the impact. We're ready for it. Hey, bring it on, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And guess what? The more you bring it on, the more you're going to turn us up, the more we're going to be more in the spirit. He's going to make us be in the spirit. You understand? He's going to make us do it. If we have the elect, the Lord's willing, we have the elect. You know? So, hey, man, keep praying, keep fasting, keep praising, keep glorifying, keep a perfect moral compass about your walk around these people. Be circumspect, you know, because we're in the time of trouble. Like, it's over, man. It's over. Now the Lord's about to really open up a can of whoop ass. So with that, I'm giving all praises and glories to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Harakah Kadash. And double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. And peace and mercy, Shalom, DTA, Ababa Ba, Kwama Shalom, Shalom.